All right, today we're going to be talking about experimental and theoretical probability. We know that experimental probability is what happens in the experiment, and theoretical probability is what should happen. So um, let's look at the first one, number 9. A coin is tossed 20 times, it lands on heads 9 times. Well, theoretically, okay, if I'm talking theory, if I toss a coin 20 times, since I know that I have a 1/2 chance, heads or tails, right, of landing on heads, right, and 20, then that means I would have 10 times I should theoretically land on heads. And we know this by, well, if I was to take this away and put x here, I would say that 1 times 20 has to equal 2x. And I would divide 2 away from 2x. Whatever I divide from one side, I divide from the other. 20 divided by 2 is 10, so 10 equals x. So that tells me that this x here should be 2. Or excuse me, 10, not 2. Now, that being said, in this experimental probability, we found out that it actually only landed 9 times out of 20. What does this mean? Well, actually, these are very close to each other, okay? So when it says if the probabilities are not close, explain a possible reason. They are close. So over here I put let's just go ahead and bring this a little smaller. The experimental why is it doing this? Probability is very close to the theoretical probability. Let's see. If the experiment was done more times, it may even out. Okay? Which means if we were to keep on conducting this experiment, the next time we might find that there were 11 times where it turned out heads instead of 9. All right, 10 is yours to do. Let's do number 11. Last month, customers of a gift shop bought 40 birthday cards, 19 congratulation cards, 20 holiday cards, and 21 thank you cards. Suppose 125 customers buy greeting cards next month. How many would you expect to buy a birthday card? Okay, well, let's go ahead and work that out. First of all, I need to go ahead and find out how many cards were there total in this first batch. And then see how many of them were birthday cards, because in the end, I want to know what is the percentage that I need to use to find out how many birthday cards would be sold if there were 125 customers. So I need to find out how many customers there were total. We got 40 birthday cards. I'm going to add that to 19 congratulation cards. I'm going to add that to 20 holiday cards. And add that to 21 cards, thank you cards. That equals 100 cards altogether. So now if I want to find out the ratio, I have to take what we're talking about, these birthday cards, and put it over all the possible cards. So this is going to be 40 divided by 100. That equals 0.4. Now we know the ratio. How many could we expect? Well, we would multiply this ratio times 120. See, if we took 0.4 and multiplied it to 100, we got 40. See, 40 birthday cards. So let's see. We're going to take that 0.4 now. Let's see, dividing it by 100. And we're going to multiply it to 125 instead. And that gives us 50. All right, so that tells me that it's going to be approximately 50 cards. And let's go ahead and use that. Remember we said that there were 100 cards total, and 40 of them were birthday cards. We see that we have 125 customers this time. We're trying to find out how many of them will go ahead and be birthday cards. Remember, this top part here reflects birthday cards, right? And the bottom is the total cards. So if we put this cross multiply it, we've got 125 times 40. That has to equal 100x. Well, if we use our calculator, not that we need to, but if we did, we'd take 125 and times 40. Now I'm just going to go on a guess and say it's going to be like 5,000, and it is. 5,000 has to equal 100x. Now to get x alone, we have to divide 100 away from it. Whenever I divide from one side, I divide from the other. Since I'm dividing by 100, I can get rid of 2 of these zeros because I'm getting rid of 2 of these zeros. And that would leave me 50. For those that don't believe, 5,000 divided by 100 equals 50. So the answer is 50 birthday cards. All right, number 12 is yours to do, so good luck and see you in class. Oh, I almost forgot. I have to give you guys your secret code word for the week. So let's look around the house today and see what is in plain sight. I'm looking at my refrigerator and I see that my goddaughter's graduation card is there. So the secret code word today is Haley's graduation card. If that's written on your homework, you'll be in for a treat today. All right, so good luck, and I will see you in class.